20 facts about love that will make your heart smile. Though being in a relationship comes with its downsides, it's worth suffering through those melancholy moments just to reap the many benefits that love has to offer. At the end of the day, nothing is more rewarding than being in love, emotionally, of course, but even on a physical level. It has the capacity to reduce stress, speed the healing process, and even lengthen your lifespan. Herein, we've gathered some facts about love that will make you grateful for this warm and fuzzy emotion, despite how overwhelming it can be at times. And for relationship advice that will keep love in your life. 1. Falling in love is like being on drugs. That feeling of euphoria you get when you fall in love is the same feeling that drug users experience, according to one study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine. Both actions trigger the release of happy hormones like dopamine, oxytocin, and adrenaline, giving you a natural high that you hopefully never come down from. 2. Hugging your partner is an instant stress reliever. Feeling stressed? Hug it out with the person you love. One study conducted by psychiatrists at the University of North Carolina found that when couples embraced, they had increased levels of oxytocin, the hormone responsible for lower stress levels and mood boosts. 3. A happy heart is a healthy heart. Being in a loving relationship impacts your life for the better both emotionally and physically. According to one meta-analysis of more than 3.5 million people nationwide, married individuals up to the age of 50 were 12% less likely to experience vascular diseases compared to their divorced or single counterparts. 4. Animals commit to monogamous relationships, too. Humans aren't the only species in the animal kingdom that practice monogamous relationships. Out in the wild, beavers, otters, wolves, seahorses, and barn owls are just some of the species that mate for life. 5. Couples' heartbeats synchronize. When you and your spouse gaze into one another's eyes, what's happening behind the scenes is that your heart rates are syncing up, according to research from scientists at the University of California, Davis. When they analyzed 32 heterosexual couples who sat facing one another for 3 minutes, the researchers found that their heart rates were nearly identical, and they speculate that this occurred because of the strong link between partners on both an emotional and physical level. 6. Being in love is the #1 reason why people wed. According to a 2013 survey from the Pew Research Center, about 9 in 10 of all Americans cited love as an important reason to get married, compared to just 28% of people who said that financial stability was an important factor in whether a couple should wed. 7. Remarriage is becoming more popular. Now more than ever, divorced individuals are finding love and happiness with new partners and remarriages. In 2013, 23% of married people had been divorced at least once before, compared to a much lower 13% in 1960. 8. It's chemically addictive. Romantic love is a very powerfully wonderful addiction when things are going well, says Helen E. Fisher, a biological anthropologist at Rutgers University. That's because those hormones that your brain releases when you're in love are intensely euphoric, so much so that they can make you addicted to love, and the person you're in love with. 9. Cuddling is good for you. There's a reason that you love those sacred snuggle sessions so much. Every time you and your partner cuddle, it triggers the release of happiness hormone oxytocin to increase your mood and well-being. This phenomenon is so well documented, in fact, that oxytocin is often referred to as the cuddling hormone or the love hormone. 10. It eases chronic pain. Though love isn't going to be replacing modern medicine anytime soon, it could come in handy if you ever find yourself in some serious pain. One study conducted by researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine found that the warm and fuzzy feeling creates the same response in the brain as painkillers, without any of the seriously harmful potential side effects. 11. Being in a relationship positively shapes your personality. Even the most pessimistic people can change for the better with a little bit of love in their life, at least according to the findings of one study published in the Journal of Personality. After following 245 young couples for 9 months, the scientists behind the study found that being in a relationship indirectly made neurotic partners more optimistic and self-confident, presumably thanks to all the positive emotions and experiences associated with the relationship. 12. Honesty makes for a lasting relationship. When it comes to love and relationships, honesty really is the best policy. One study published in the journal Personal Relationships found that the more honest couples are with one another about how their relationship is going, the more likely they are to last long term. 13. Loving from a long distance actually strengthens a relationship. People might try to tell you that long-distance relationships can't and won't work, but the research out there says otherwise. In fact, according to one study published in the Journal of Communication, not only are long-distance relationships just as successful as regular ones, but they are also more effective in building trust and satisfaction between partners. 14. Love and laughter go hand in hand. If you want to feel closer to your spouse, then consider watching a new comedy series together. In one study published in the journal Personal Relationships, researchers concluded that couples who laughed together were more supportive of one another and more satisfied in their relationship compared to their chuckle-free counterparts. 15. Being in love cuts headache frequency in half. If you suffer from chronic headaches and can't find anything to ease the pain, then love might just be the secret solution you've been waiting for. When researchers at the Stanford University School of Medicine gave subjects with chronic headaches a nasal spray with a dose of oxytocin, or the love hormone, in it, they found that 50% of participants reported their head pain to be cut in half after 4 hours, with an addition 27% reporting no pain at all in the same time frame. 16. People find it in the most unexpected of places. You never know where you'll meet the love of your life. One survey of more than 5,000 travelers conducted by HSBC found that approximately 1 in every 50 travelers has met their soulmate on board a plane. 17. Men fall in love faster than women. Though women are often perceived as than their male counterparts, one study published in the Journal of Social Psychology found that it's actually men who tend to fall in love and say, "I love you," first in the relationship. Though they don't know for sure why this is, the researchers theorize that this is perhaps because females are more wary of getting their hearts broken. 18. Being in love saves you money on trips to the doctor. When the Health and Human Services Department analyzed studies that compared marriage and health, one of the shocking things that they found was that married people reported fewer doctor's visits and shorter hospital stays. The best logic for this is that human beings have been crafted by evolution to live in closely knit social groups. Harry Rice, PhD, co-editor of the Encyclopedia of Human Relationships, explained to WebMD. When that is not happening, the biological systems get overwhelmed. 19. It helps you heal faster. Having a loved one by your side when you're sick or injured doesn't just provide emotional support. When researchers at Ohio State University Medical Center gave married couples blister wounds, they found that the injuries were able to heal twice as fast when the partners shared a close bond, compared to those who were openly aggressive toward one another. 20. It lowers your blood pressure. Having high blood pressure, otherwise known as hypertension, has been linked to everything from heart disease to stroke. Luckily, being happily married contributes to low blood pressure, so don't forget to thank your husband or wife for keeping you healthy. To discover more amazing secrets about living your best life, click here to subscribe to our informative channel.